Krishna, good morning. Everyone may have a seat. Everyone may be seated with exception to the immediate family. If we would like to have Nathan and his sons come forward. And please just remember to take your shoes off. Okay? We're going to begin in a couple of minutes. Jai Sri Krishna. Once again, I would like to thank all of you for being here today to support the Patel family. I want to offer my sincere prayers and condolences to your family once again. Thank you so much for allowing me to take care of your beloved Rita. It is an honor. I just want to remind everyone, please silence your cell phones. If everyone could just take a minute to look at your cell phones to make sure that they are on silent. I want to thank Maharaj Kamlesh Shukla for being here today to support the family with prayers. Thank you so much.
So immediate family members, even ladies, with the shoes off. The flowers you can put it on the side right now. All around Rita Ben and two sons, Nalin Bhai, you can come here. Start lining up here, immediate family members. Abaju bari jo badda line ma. We need to keep one corner open for Christine. Son, I will give you later. I'm keeping here for both of you and Nalin Bhai.
Okay.
And let me just on this side, so this camera. So suppose we are at Masha's house and we are doing cremation from there. So before we go to crematory smashan, we have to give her a holy bath. Now the bath is already given by Christine, but if you can sprinkle Ganga Jal on her, which is called Abhishek, with the leaf on like this. Like this, both the sons. Om.
Yeah, there's two of these like that, and then these are open. I don't know if you can have this.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Apo Hishtamayo Bhuvastana Urje Dadatanaham Mahe Ranai Chakshase Yovah Sivatamo Rasasasya Bhajayate Hanaham Ushati Rivamattarah Tasma Arangama Maho Yasya Vaya Jinvat Apo Janayatha Janaham Om Jitirthani Pracharanti Srata Hastani Kamginah Tikabhu Sahasrayo Jaliva Dhanvani Tanmasi Om Bhurvasvaham Ritaben Pretayah Tirthodakas Snanam Samarpayami Om Idam Vishnu Vichakramete Dhani Dade Padamma Samudamasya Padgu Sureswaham Om Bhurvasvaham Ritaben Pretayah Tulsi Dalam Samarpayami Tropiswaham Jinubin Om Alankaranam Masibhoyam Lankaranam Bhoyata. In the meantime, you can do Tika Chanlo. Om Twang Gandharva Akhanam Stvam Indrastam Brahaspatihi Twamo Khade Somo Raja Vidvanyakshmada Muchyata Om Bhurvasvaham. Just take it. Okay. Om Bhurvasvaham Ritaben Pretayaham Gandham Samarpayami. Krishna will help you. It goes in the mouth. Now in case somebody else wants to offer the Ganga Jal in the mouth, we can do that later, one at a time, later on. We need to start the puja right now. Anybody who is not here, we have to watch this corner. Huh? Now you need to find a spot where you can easily reach. Like even if you are away, you can find a spot like this to offer the rice. Yours is here. In case anybody wants it, I have one more. So, બધા જગ્યા શોધી કાઢજો જો 5 પહોંચેલી જગ્યા અને we need to open this block here. You can get closer. અને હું સ્વાહા કહું એટલે બબ્બે નામ ચોખાને ચડતા જજો. ઓમ પ્રજાપતયે સ્વાહા ઇદમ પ્રજાપતયે નમઃ. ઓમ ઇન્દ્રાય સ્વાહા ઇદમ ઇન્દ્રાય નમઃ. ओम अग्नये स्वाहा इदम अग्नये नमः. ओम सोमाय स्वाहा इदम सोमाय नमः. ओम यमाय स्वाहा इदम यमाय नमः. ओम मृत्यवे स्वाहा इदम मृत्यवे नमः. ओम ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा इदम ब्रह्मणे नमः. ओम भुः स्वाहा इदम अग्नये नमः. ओम भुवः स्वाहा इदम वायवे नमः. ओम स्वः स्वाहा इदम सूर्याय नमः. Now instead of swaha it will be kalpatam, or you can offer it when I do this. Om ayur jagnena kalpatam. Om prano jagnena kalpatam. Om chakshur jagnena kalpatam. Om shotram jagnena kalpatam. ओम वाक् जग्नेन कल्पताम्. ओम मन्नो जग्नेन कल्पताम्. ओम आत्मा जग्नेन कल्पताम्. ओम ब्रह्मा जग्नेन कल्पताम्. ओम ज्योतिर्जग्नेन कल्पताम्. ओम स्वर जग्नेन कल्पताम्. ओम श्रोत्रं जग्नेन कल्पताम्. ओम प्रेष्ठं जग्नेन कल्पताम्. Om Jagno Jagnena Kalpatamma. Now, in case some rices are left in the bowl, you can empty out in the right hand in case something is left. And then when I say Swaha, you can offer everything to Rita bin. Om Bol Bhuvaha Swaha Swaha Idam Prajapataye Namama. Now, everybody, please take your chair except 2 sons, 3 sons. I'm keeping the Ganga Jal here. And you can keep the bowl here. Bowl મૂકી દીજો બધા. બધા જગ્યા પર બેસી જાઓ તમે. Okay, now sons. These 2 coconuts go in 2 corners each. Om idam phalam maya devam sthapitam purutastava tena me saflavakti bhavet janmani janmani. ओम भूर्भुवस्वहं ऋतविं प्रेतायाहं विशेषार्घ्यं संपादयामि. Now this one with the ghee, if you can touch it to forehead and hold it like this. ओम अस्वत्वमधिजातोऽसि त्वदयं जायतां पुनः असो स्वर्गाय लोकाय स्वाहा ज्वलतु पातके. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः. You can place it here. Okay, now sons, you can come here. Now the oldest one sits in the center. One you can go this side, you can go that side. And then before you sit down, okay, you can sit in. If you can light up this Diwan Agarbatti. Om Chandrama Manaso Jata Shakshoho Surjo Ajayata. श्रोत्राद्वायुष्य प्राणस्य मुखादग्निरजायत. बोधिपदेव रूपस्थं कर्म साक्षीय विघ्नकृत् यावत् कर्म समाप्ति स्यात् तावत् तं स्वस्तिरो भवम्. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वहं ऋटाबेन प्रेतायाहं दीपं समर्पयामि. ओम ब्राह्मणस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः क्रेतः ऊरुतरशिर्विष्यः परिव्याप्य शूद्रो अजायतम्. ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः ऋटाबेन प्रेतायाः धूपं समर्पयामि. Now when we have to perform this kind of rituals, we have to have our hair removed. So symbolically, if I can take one lat, यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्या विनाशित केशान्यतिष्ठ तिष्ठति तस्मात् केशान् वहाम्यहम्. Okay, now if you can take this and one second, this one goes in your finger, this finger on the right hand. ओम पवित्रोस्ते वैष्णव्यो सवितुर्वः प्रसव उत्पुनाम्य छिद्रेण पवित्रेण सूर्यस्य रश्मिभिः पवित्रपति पवित्रभूतस्य यत्कामः पुनेत च तेयम्. I don't have another one, but you can put it in your pocket, this one. Okay, if you can hold it like this. ओम तचक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्तात् शुक्रमध्यरतपश्येम शरदहं शतं जीवेम शरदहं शतकुशुणुयाम शरदः शतं पब्रवाम शरदहं शतमदीनाः श्याम शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात्. ओम ग्रन्थिदेवताभ्यो नमः. ओम तन्तुदेवताभ्यो नमः. ओम यज्ञोपवीतं परमं पवित्रं प्रजापतेर्यत् सहजं पुरस्तात् आयुष्यमग्रं प्रतिमुञ्च शुभ्रं यज्ञोपवीतं बलमस्तु तेजः. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. You can wear the same. Okay, now if you can take a spoon of water, just hold it like that. Touch your head. Touch your head. Okay, it goes underarm. This underarm. This way. ओम अत्राद्य महामंगल्य पुण्य पवित्र मासोत्तमे मासे. We are very lucky to have this noble person, Christine. Even she knows how to put the janoi on. Thank you, Chris. ओम अत्राद्य महामंगल्य पुण्य पवित्र मासोत्तमे मासे कार्तक मासे कृष्ण पक्षे सप्तम्यं षष्ठ्यम् एवं सप्तम्यं तिथौ चंद्रवासरे यथा वर्तमान नक्षत्र मुहूर्त समवाये एवं ग्रह गण विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ. If you can follow me, काश्यप गोत्र अस्य मातुः पितृव्यः and everybody Ritaben प्रेतायाः दाहार्थम उत्क्रांत्यादि पिंड प्रदान अहम करिष्ये. Water goes here. Now, as I asked you before, 6 times water like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do that. ओम अत्राद्य महामंगल्य पुण्य पवित्र मासोत्तमे मासे. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ओम अत्राद्य महामंगल्य पुण्य पवित्र मासोत्तमे मासे कार्तक मासे कृष्ण पक्षे षष्ठ्यं एवं सप्तम्यं तिथौ चंद्रवासरे यथा वर्तमान नक्षत्र मुहूर्त समवाये एवं ग्रह गण विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ काश्यप गोत्रायाः ऋटाबेन प्रेतायाः शव निमित्तम् अवने जन्म मदत्तं तवोपतिष्ठधाम. So when someone passes away in our family, in our Hinduism, totally we offer 6 spits like this. It is because man has 5 senses, and if those 5 senses are given back to God, it's all taken back. Then the affinity between soul and the body is reduced. Even at this point, the soul tries to enter the body in order to eliminate that, because we have to let her go. We cannot hold her. So five means for 5 senses. And suppose we are at Masa's house, and before we go to crematory, smasan, we offer the first pin. Its name is Shav. You can offer it like this. Om Adya Purvacharite Amgragana Visheshana Vishishthayam Shubha Punya Tithau. And then once again water like this. Kashyap Gotrayaham रीटाबेन प्रेतः सौ निमित्तम एषते पिंडः मदत्तम स्तवोपतिष्ठताम. So you are done right now. You can offer all these things one by one on the top of the pin. Kashyap gotra रीटाबेन प्रेत सौ निमित्तम ए पिंडे प्रत्यम्ने जनम गंधम पुष्पम यवक्षतं तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम. And once he is done, you can start offering those things. 5 of them. Those 3 and these 2. So this is the first pin that we did, and now we are ready to go to Smashan Crematory. So we have to go through your main entrance. And in the door frame, Gujarati ma umbar kehvai, we have to offer the second pin. Its name is Pant. O Madhya Purvacharityam Gargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Subapanyatithau Kashyap Gotrayaham रीटाबेन प्रेतायः द्वारदेशे पान्थनिमित्तम अवने जनम मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम. काश्यप गोत्र रीटाबेन प्रेत द्वारदेशे पान्थनिमित्तम एषते पिंडः मदत्तम स्तवोपतिष्ठताम. काश्यप गोत्र रीटाबेन प्रेत द्वारदेशे पान्थनिमित्तम पिंडे प्रत्यम्ने जनम गंधम पुष्पम यवक्षतं तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम. So finally, we are ready to go to Smashan. We are stepping out of your Masa's house. And now the youngest son in the family, he carries a fire in a matki, earthen pot. And we all are lifting Ritaben and stepping out of your house. So when I say Sri Rama, you need to say Sri Rama as if we are doing Smashan Yatra in Smasa. Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama. We are out of your house. Once we pass your street, society, mollo, whatever we call, and when we go to the square, when there is an intersection, 3 or 4 crossroads, over there we have to place Ritaben and offer the third pin. Its name is Kecher. O Madhya Purvacharityam Gargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubhapanyatithau Kashyap Gotram Ritaben Preta Chatvari Kecher Nimittam Avane Janam Madattam Tavopatishtatham. Kashyap Gotra Ritaben Preta Chatvari Kecher Nimittam Eshate Pindah Madattam Stavopatishtatham. Kashyap Gotram Ritaben Preta Chatvari Kecher Nimittam Pinde प्रत्यम्ने जनम गंधम पुष्पम यवक्षतं तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम. Back home, the ladies come only up to this point, intersection. Lighting up a devo, ladies go back home, and only the men walk to Smashan, lifting her on the shoulder, because it is written in Garuda Puran, Drutva skande swapitaramya smasanaya gacchati Sho Ashwamega Phalam Putro Labate ja Pade Pade Nitva Skande Saprushthenge Sada Tatena Lalita Tadeva Tadrunanmache Namrutam Sapitaram Mahad, meaning the son. And nowadays here, even the daughters too, who lives or carries that this is father's or mother's body on the shoulder and walk to crematory, always get the punya of Ashwameg Yagna, because during the life, the first obligation that she brought you into this world. Now before that, what did she do? She kept you in the tummy for 9 months. Innocently and unknowingly, we keep mother in the tummy when we are inside. What happens in the labor room, only she knows. Ladies, the mother knows. It is almost second birth then for delivering a child. And once we are born, and we drink mother's milk. While drinking this side, we kick this side. While drinking this side, we kick this side. How many obligations? Those obligations can never be paid back. There is only one mother in life. So here too, when we go there, we will have all 8-10 people lift her on the shoulder. So right now we are proceeding to Smashan in Masa. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. In this way, we keep walking to Smasan. It's gone because. So in this way, we keep walking to Smasan. Now, in every town or village, the Smasan crematory is always at the outskirts of the village or town where there is a river. So there is a distance. So they make a center point called Visram Stan. Over there, we have to place her and offer the fourth pin. Its name is Bhuth. ओम अद्य पूर्वोच्चारितेयं ग्रगण विशेषण विशिष्टायं शुभ पुण्यतिथौ काश्यप गोत्रायाहं रीटाबेन प्रेतायाहं विश्रांत भूत निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठधाम काश्यप गोत्र रीटाबेन प्रेत विश्रांत भूत निमित्तम एषति पिंडः मदत्तम स्तवोपतिष्ठधाम काश्यप गोत्र रीटाबेन प्रेत विश्रांत भूत निमित्तम पिंडे प्रत्यवने जन्म गंधम पुष्पम यवाक्षतान तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठधाम. So suppose the smashan is this side and we are walking this way. Up to this point her head was heading. Now the head will go on the back side and the legs will be heading. And also those poor people who lifted later bit from the home, if they want to change it, they can, other four people can take over. And we are proceeding to Smasan once again in Masa. Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 In this way, we reach the Smasan. Now the Bhumi place where she is to be cremated, if back home, definitely in Masa they used to do, I guess, clean the floor with the water using Ganga Jal and Gomutra and Gobar, that is called cow dung and cow urine. They make a Bhumi. So Yamadut do not enter there. And Brahma Vishnu must themselves come to receive her. Symbolically, we are doing something here, that this is just bear with the smell. If you visited Masa, you know the smell. Om Purasi Bhumi Rasya Diti Rasi Viswadaya Viswasya Bhuvanasya Dattim Prithivim Yacha Prithivim Druham Prithivim Mahinsi. Om Prithivittvaya Druta Loka Devitvam Vishnuna Druta तुम च धारे मां देवी पवित्रं कुर्जासनम्. ओम भूर्भुवस्व भूम्ये नमः सर्वोपचार गंधम पुष्पमक्षतान् समर्पयामि. ओम इदमापः प्रभुता मद्यं च मलं च यत् यच्चा विद्रुद्रोहा मृतं यच्छेपे अभिरूणम् आपो मा तस्मादेन सह पवमानश्च मुञ्चतु. ओम भूर्भुवस्व भूम्ये नमः सर्वोपचार प्रार्थना पूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि. The Bhumi is ready. Now we make chita, beer pipe, whatever we call, using sandalwood sticks, samitas and all those stuff. So symbolically this is samitas and sandalwood sticks, we made a beer, chita. Om samiddo anjana krutaram matinam drutamagne madhumatpin vamahanaham Vaji vahan vajinam jata vedo devanam vaksi priyama sadyastamma. Using two hands, if you can offer water. Om apeto yantu panayo sumna deva piyavah asya lokah sutavatah. Dyubiraho biraktu pirvettam yamo dadatva vasanamasmi. Beer is ready. At beer place, we offer the fifth pin called Vayu. ओम अद्य पूर्वोच्चारितेयं ग्रगण विशेषण विशिष्टायं शुभ पुण्यतिथौ काश्यप गोत्रायाहं रीटाबेन प्रेतायाहं चितास्थाने वायु निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठधाम. काश्यप गोत्र रीटाबेन प्रेत चितास्थाने वायु निमित्तम एषते पिंडः मदत्तम स्तवोपतिष्ठधाम. काश्यप गोत्र रीटाबेन प्रेत चिताष्टानि वायु निमित्तं पिंडे प्रत्यवने जन्म गंधम पुष्पम यवाक्षतां तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम् के गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय 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 कृष्ण 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 जय कृष्ण 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 जय गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय Rita came to this world and unfortunately, most tragically, untimely, she is leaving us. Whatever sweet memories she had with families and friends, she is going to carry with her. 6 feet for the sweet memories. So, you can place it. ओम अद्य पूर्वच्चारितयं गर्गण विशेषण विशिष्टायं शुभ पुण्यतिथौ काश्यप गोत्रायः ऋटाबेन प्रेतायः सौहस्ते साधक निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम् काश्यप गोत्र ऋटाबेन प्रेत सौहस्ते साधक निमित्तम एष्टि पिंडः मदत्तम स्तवोपतिष्ठताम् काश्यप गोत्र ऋटाबेन प्रेत सौहस्ते साधक निमित्तम पिंडे प्रत्यवने जन्म गंधम पुष्पम यवाक्षतां तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम् के गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय गोपी कमल हारी प्यारी बाह्य मीरा मन विहारी मदन मोहन मुरलीधारी कृष्ण जय गोपी कमल हारी प्यारी बाह्य मीरा मन विहारी मदन मोहन मुरलीधारी कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण 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 जय इफ यू कैन फॉलो मी अनेन पिंडदानेन काश्यप गोत्र अस्मत् मातुः पितृभ्यः ऋटाबेन प्रेत सदगति उत्तम लोक प्राप्ति you can place the water and once place it anywhere. And now take it again. ओम अद्य पूर्वच्चारितयं गर्गण विशेषण विशिष्टायं शुभ पुण्यतिथौ काश्यप गोत्र ऋटाबेन प्रेत दाहार्थम कपालाग्नि सिद्ध्यर्थम आज्येन समस्त व्याहृति तथा प्रायश्चित होमं करिष्ये. Now the youngest person in the family carried a fire in a matli. That fire needs some offerings. So actually we are creating that fire here. Om Agni Dutam Purodade Havyavavaham Pabruve Devam Asadayadiha Om Chatvari Shrungatrayo Asya Padadve Shirse Saptahastaso Asya Tridapato Vrukhaboro Raviti Mahodevo Martyam Avivesha ओम अग्ने वैश्वानर शांडिल्यासित देवलेति त्रिपवरान्वित भूमिर्मातः वरुण पितः मेघध्वज प्राङ्मुखो मम सम्मुखो भव. ओम अग्नये नमः सर्वोपचारार्थे गन्धं पुष्पमक्षतान् समर्पयामि. ओम अग्निं प्रज्वलतिं वन्दे जातवेदहुताशनं हिरण्यवर्णमल्लं समृद्धो विश्वतो मुखम्. If you can take flour and rice and touch it and you leave it here like this and then namaskar to Agni. Om Agnaya Namah Sarvopcharte Pratna Purukam Namaskaran Samarpayami. Beta, you can offer ghee. Hold it. And then you can keep it like this little slanting and the ghee will be dripping constantly. You can touch your right hand here. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Namama. Slowly. You can at regular intervals. Om, once you think it is gone, you see it is gone. Om मनसा प्रजापतिंदा त्वं प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः ओम इंद्राय स्वाहा इदं इंद्राय नमः ओम अग्नये स्वाहा इदं अग्नये नमः ओम सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय नमः ओम विष्णवे स्वाहा इदं विष्णवे नमः ओम रुद्राय स्वाहा इदं रुद्राय नमः ओम लोमभ्यः स्वाहा इदं लोमभ्य नमः ओम त्वचे स्वाहा इदं त्वचे नमः ओम लोहिताय स्वाहा इदं लोहिताय नमः ओम मेदोभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मेदोभ्य नमः ओम मांसेभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मांसेभ्य नमः ओम स्नायुभ्यः स्वाहा इदं स्नायुभ्य नमः ओम अस्थिभ्यः स्वाहा इदं अस्थिभ्य नमः ओम मजभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मजभ्य नमः ओम रेतसे स्वाहा इदं रेतसे नमः ओम पायवे स्वाहा इदं पायवे नमः ओम आयसाय स्वाहा इदं आयसाय नमः ओम प्रायसाय स्वाहा इदं प्रायसाय नमः ओम संयासाय स्वाहा इदं संयासाय नमः ओम वियासाय स्वाहा इदं वियासाय नमः ओम उद्यासाय स्वाहा इदं उद्यासाय नमः ओम शुचे स्वाहा इदं शुचे नमः ओम शोचते स्वाहा इदं शोचते नमः ओम शोचमानाय स्वाहा इदं शोचमानाय नमः ओम सौकाय स्वाहा इदं सौकाय नमः ओम तपसे स्वाहा इदं तपसे नमः ओम तप्यते स्वाहा इदं तप्यते नमः ओम तप्तमनाय स्वाहा इदं तप्तमनाय नमः ओम तप्ताय स्वाहा इदं तप्ताय नमः ओम धर्माय स्वाहा इदं धर्माय नमः ओम निष्कृत्ये स्वाहा इदं निष्कृत्ये नमः ओम प्रायश्चित्ये स्वाहा इदं प्रायश्चित्ये नमः ओम भेषजाय स्वाहा इदं भेषजाय नमः ओम यमाय स्वाहा इदं यमाय नमः ओम अंतकाय स्वाहा इदं अंतकाय नमः ओम मृत्यवे स्वाहा इदं मृत्यवे नमः ओम ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा इदं ब्रह्मणे नमः ओम ब्रह्महत्याय स्वाहा इदं ब्रह्महत्याय नमः ओम विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यः स्वाहा इदं विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः ओम दया पृथिवीभ्यां स्वाहा इदं दया पृथिवीभ्यां नमः ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः. If you can take sesame and rice they together and offer it in the podium. Om asvattvamadijato sitvadayam Om द्रव्यादन्न नमः सरोपचार तिलाक्षतान् समर्पयामि. ओम अस्वत्वमदिजातो सीत्वदयं जायतां पुनः अस्वर्गाय लोकाय स्वाहा ज्वलतु पातके. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः. We need to go by home. जगदोद्धारिणी माता दुर्गा जगदोद्धारिणी मां. जागो जागो मां, जागो जागो मां, जागो जागो मां जननी. हे दुर्गा देवी रणचंडी देवी जय शिवरमणा जागो मां. जय शिवरमणा जागो मां. जय शिवरमणा जागो मां. जगदोद्धारिणी माता दुर्गा जगदोद्धारिणी मां. In right hand. Okay, now. This is not balancing actually, but you can try to balance it. It gets entangled. Okay. So I am putting the fire here, and you can adjust the angle so you can balance, and the fire will be on. So if you can hold it like this, here is. You can hold it, but you can come back, come here, and now you can, for keeping your right shoulder here, right hand on the shoulder here, you can take this off, this one. Okay. Now keep your right shoulder here. Now Now keep your right shoulder here. Now 4 times counterclockwise production hand. 4 times. Om Apo Hishtamyo Bhavasthanavurje Dadatanaha Mahiranaय Chakshase Yovah Sivatamo Rasasasya Bhajayate Hanaha Ushatiriva Mataraha Tasma Rangamamaho Yasyasya Vayajhinvat Apo Janayatha Om Saptasyasan Paridaya Sri Saptasamidah Prataham Devaya Tanvana Abadnan Purkhan Pasumam Yani Kanija Papani Janmantar Krutani Cha Tani Sarvani Nashyanti Pradakshana Pade Pade Om Hari Om Namaste Rudramanya Vaputota Ikave Namaha Bahubhyam Tate Namaha Jate Rudra Shiva Tanura Gora Papakashini Tayana Salva Shantamaya Giri Santa Vichakashihi Om Karacharana Krutam Vam Kayajam Karmajam Vam Sravananayana Jamva Manasam Paradam Vihitam Vihitam Va Sarvametakshamaśva Jai Jai Karunabde Sri Mahadeva Shambho Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshiyamamratat Om Sevantika Bakula Chambaka Patalabje Punnaka Jati Karavira Rasala Puspai Bilva Pravala Tulasi Dala Mahalati Bhi Swam Pujayami Jagadishwaramai Prasida. See, it is also, we are lucky to have this gentleman helping each and every point. Om Burvasvaham, thank you Josh. Om Burvasvaham, Rita ben Pretayaham, Puspamalam Samarpayhami. Okay, now, can I ask everybody to stand up for 5 minutes? Now the ancestors who passed away, Tamar father, mother, India, okay, so whoever passed away, great grandfather, great grandfather, Aja Bapa, Ajiba, Jegi, Jevno, Santu, Bata, Pitro, Namaskar, Abrambastamba Paryantam, Devarse, Pitru Mahanavaham, Trupyantu Pitara Sarve, Matrumata Mahadayaham, Atita Kula Kotinam, Saptadipa Nivasinam, Abrahma Bona Loka Vidamastuti Lodakam. ये बांधवा यन्य जन्मनि बांधवा ते सर्वतृप्तिमायन्तु मया दत्तेन वारिणा ये के तस्मत् कुले जाता पुत्रा गोत्रिणो मुता ते गृह्णन्तु मया दत्तं वस्त्रनिष्पीडनोदकम् ओम ब्रह्मजनानं प्रथमं पुरस्तात् वेशिमति सूचो वेन आवह सुबुद्ध्या उपमा अस्य विष्टा शतस्य योनि मसतस्य विवहम् ओम ब्रह्मणे नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि ओम इदं विष्णुविचक्रमे ते ढानि डडे पडम्मा समूढमस्य पाग्गो सुरेश्वाहम् ओम विष्णवे नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि ओम हरि ओम नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इखवे नमः बाहुभ्यामुतते नमः ओम पूर्वास्व रुद्राय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि ओम यमाय त्वांगिरस्वते पितृमते स्वाहा स्वाहा धर्माय स्वाहा धर्मपित्रे ओम यमाय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि ओम प्रेताजयता नर इंद्रो वह शर्म यच्छतु उग्रा वह सन्तु बाहुनां द्रख्यायता सतम् ओम तत्पुरुषाय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेद साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसः पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तनविदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः कृत्वा सुदुष्करं कर्म जानता वाप्यजानतं मृत्युकालवशं ज्ञात्वा नरं पञ्चत्वमागतं धर्माधर्मसमायुक्तं लोभमोहसमावृतं दहेयं सर्वगात्राणि दिव्यान् लोकान् स गच्छतु। ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगो शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरो खदयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगो शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः श्यामा शान्तिरेधि यतो यतः समीहसे ततो नो अभयं कुरु शन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यो भयन्नः पशुभ्यः। ॐ शान्तिः 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 सुशान्तिर्भवतु। If you can hold it, you can touch your hand. You can touch your hand better. And now keep moving. And then we are going to give a live fire. So according to our rituals, we give her live fire. So even if we are not allowed to do this, here we are allowed, but at some places we are not allowed to do this. They don't even let open the casket. So we did our job here right now. So at this point, we are going to recite Om 3 times. And then we will have a moment of silence in honor of Rita. Moment of silence. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं मृगमय। ओम शांतिः 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 सुशांतिर्भवतु। हरिभक्तों जय श्री कृष्ण। प्रवीणभाई, सुमाबेन, धनसुखभाई, नाथुभाई बधाने जय श्री कृष्ण। અને પૂજા દરમિયાન તમે જે શાંતિ જાળવી તો એમનું માન તો જળવાયું, જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ કોકિલાબેન, તો એમનું માન તો જળવાયું, સાથે મારું માન પણ જળવાયું. બધાનું ઋણી છું પૂજા દરમિયાન જે શાંતિ જાળવી તે બલ બેસી જાઓ, પછી થોડુંક કામ બાકી છે હજુ. સો વેન cremation is done, we collect ash. Symbolically, if you can tap it and put it back. ओम अस्वत्वमति जातो सेत्वदयं जायतं पुनः असो स्वर्गाय लोकाय स्वाहा ज्वलतु पातके। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः। Okay beta, now watch me. You can come this side and older you. So you are going to carry this on the right shoulder and we are going clockwise this time 4 times, and from the back side first 2 rounds he will do, the next 2 rounds he will do 4 times total. So when you keep walking from the back side, they will be offering milk on Rita bed. This is called pulling down cheetah by fear. ચીતા ઠંડી કરેલી કહેવાય. આપણે ત્યાં ચાન્સ નહીં મળે પાછો આપણું કરવાનો, તો આપણે એ કરી દઈએ છીએ બધું. સો start clockwise. First 2 rounds you can do that. Next 2 rounds you can do that. Put it on the right shoulder. You can just hold it like okay. That's fine. ओम अद्य पूर्वोच्चारितं दग्न विशेषण विशिष्टायं शुभ पुण्यतिथौ काश्यप गोत्रायाः रीताबेन प्रेतायाः चितादाहो उपशमनार्थं च दहजनित पीडाम् उपशमनार्थं च इदम् उदकाञ्जलिस्य उपतिष्ठधाम ओम अद्भ्यः सम्प्रतः पृथिवे रसाच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताग्रे तस्य तिष्ठा विद्द्रूपमेति तन्मर्तस्य देवत्वमाजानमग्रे ओम वेदाहमेतं पुरुखं महान्तमादित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वासि मृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय ओम प्रजापतिश्च गर्भे अन्तर्जायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य योनिं परिपश्यन्ति दिरास्तस्मिन्नः तस्सुर्भुवनानि विश्वान् ओम जो देवेभ्यो आतपतये जो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो जो देवेभ्यो जातो नमो रुचाय ब्रह्मये ओम रुचं ब्रह्म्यञ्जनयन्तो देवा अग्रतदब्रुवन्न जस्वेवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यतस्य देवा असन्वसे ओम श्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यावहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमश्विनो व्यात्तम् इष्णन्निघाणमुम्मैघाण सर्वलोकं मैघाणम् ओम अनादिनिधिनो देव शङ्खचक्रगदाधरः अक्षय पुण्डरीकाक्ष प्रेतमोक्षप्रभो अतसि पुष्पसङ्काशं पेतवास्य समुचितम् ये नमस्यन्ति गोविन्द नरसां विद्यते भवम् कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालत्वम् अगतिनां गतिर्भव संसरणमग्ननं प्रसीद पुरुषोत्तमं नारायण सुरश्रेष्ठो लक्ष्मीकान्तवरप्रदो अनेन तर्पणेनाथ प्रेतमोक्षप्रभो हिरण्यगर्भपुरुषो व्यक्ताव्यक्तस्वरूपिणी अस्य प्रेतस्य मोक्षार्थं सुप्रीतो भव सर्वदा. So if we are like home, we drop it on the floor and break it. We can do that. So imagine we are dropping it and now we drop it here, block it. It's automatically going to break inside. Now needless to say, you are going to apologize in case you hurt her feelings some point in your life. I have to ask for apology. That Rita, doing your last rituals, if I made any mistake, please forgive me. Simply, definitely you are going to say something. But you definitely tell her, I know you are young, you are still young, but still you can tell her that, Mom, do not worry about that. So she will be able to live peacefully. And you can also tell her that in case you are to be reborn, we would like to, if possible, we would like to be only your children in the next world if possible. So you can do namaskar here. I am going to recite Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter and then I hand over to sons here. If you want to stand here, you will stand. Atha dvadasodhyayah एवं सततयुक्तं ये भक्तस्त्वं पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमा. श्री भगवान उवाच मय्यावेश्य मनो येऽयं नित्ययुक्त उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतस्ते मे युक्ततमा मतः ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यमव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कुटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम् सन्नियमिन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रतः कलेशोदितरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिरवाप्यते ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अनन्यनेव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसां मय्येव मन आदस्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेश निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अथ ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोग्येन तप्तो मामिच्छान्तु धनञ्जय अभ्यासेभ्य समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिं वपस्यसि अथेतदप्यशक्तोषि कर्तुमद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं तथा कुरु यथात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानं ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागस्यागच्छन्तिरनन्तरम् अदवेष्ट सर्वभूतानां मैत्रकरुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समद्दुःखः सुखक्षमी सन्तुष्ट सततं योगी यथात्मा तद्निश्चयः मय्यर्पित मनोबुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्त समे प्रियः यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो य स च मे प्रियः अनपेक्षः सुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यतः सर्वारम्भ परित्यागी यो मद्भक्त समे प्रियः यो न रुष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभ परित्यागी भक्तिमान् मे समप्रियः समशत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णु सुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेत स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः ये तु धर्म्यामृतम् इदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धानामतपरमा भक्तास्तेति मे प्रियः इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम 12ोऽध्यायः अथ 15ोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमदशाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधस्वचोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखः गुणः प्रवृद्धः विषयप्रबालः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठम् अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलमसङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूय तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसुता पुराणि निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषान् अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकाम त्वद्ये विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसन्ने गच्छन्त मूढा पदमव्ययं तत् न तद्भाष्यते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं पदम् ममेवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूत सनातनं मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयान् नृपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं सितं वापिं पुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढाननुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यामन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त चेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्यमामगां गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्याहमौजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वान् सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्यं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वैदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेह चाहं द्वाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरस्सर्वाणि भूतानि कुटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमपुरुषस्त्वन्य परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्य वय ईश्वरः यस्मादक्षरमतीतोऽहमक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोकवेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवमसम्मूढो जानति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविजबद्धिं मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रमिदं मुक्तमया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्या बुद्धिमान्यसात् कृतकृतश्च भारत इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तम नाम 15ोऽध्यायः। हे नाथ जोड़ी हाथ पाए प्रेमथी सौ मांगीए शरणों मळे साचुं तमारू ए हृदयथी मांगीए जे जीव આવ્યો આપ પાસે ચરણમાં અપનાવજો પરમાત્માએ આત્માને શાંતિ शक्ति साची आपजो वडी कर्मना योगे करीजे कूड़मा ए अवतरे त्या पूर्ण प्रेमे ओ प्रभुजी आपनी भक्ति करे लख 84 बंधनों ने लक्ष्यमां लई कापजो परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साची आपजो सुख संपत्ति सुविचारने सत्कर्मोनो लई वारसो जन्मो जन्म सत्संगति कीर्तार पार उतारजो आलोकने परलोकमा तब प्रेम रग रग व्यापजो परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साची आपजो मळे मोक्ष के सुख स्वर्गना आशा पुरे एवी नथी त्यो देह दुर्लभ मानवीनो भजन करवा बावती साचुं बतावी रूप श्री रणछोड़ हृदये स्थापजो परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साची आपजो परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साची आपजो परमात्माए आत्माने शांति साची आपजो ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री कृष्ण शरणम मम I will take 2 more minutes. So, Rita is praying to God first and then says a couple of words to us. What she prays to God is, O most merciful God, I repent for all my sins. Now, she may not have committed any sins, but she herself is praying to God. O most merciful God, I repent for all my sins, for every thought that was false or unjust or unclean, for every word spoken that should not have been spoken, for every deed that should not have been done. I repent for every deed, word and thought inspired by selfishness or hatred or lust. I repent for every lustful action and thought, for any lie, for any hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for any slander or backbiting. In your unbounded mercy, I ask you to forgive me for all my sins. Again, I repent for, she says, I repent for every deed, word and thought that hurt or harmed others. And last but not least, she says to God, Oh God, please forgive me and my family for our constant failure to think, speak and act according to your will. And now, she says a couple of words to us. She says, I'm very thankful to all of you for being here on my last exit or departure from this planet. Those who couldn't make it, I understand. But at least you are here. And she further says that, she reiterates that if during the life I hurt you, if I hurt your feelings, she says, I apologize. In case you hurt me, you already have my forgiveness. And she wants you to be very happy, healthy and prosperous in all the areas of your life. She wants to carry on the legacy that she thought you value in the culture ke Rita mena dikra chhe. And saying that, I'm not going to be there directly, but I'll be always there indirectly to protect you. Subham bhavatu, kalyanamastu, arogyamastu, aishwaryamastu, shantirastu, tushtirasthu, dhanaganaga samruddhirastu. Hari Om, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And now I hand over to family. Anybody who wants to say a few words, you can come forward here. And before I forget that, come here, Josh. Come here, Josh. 1 second, come here. Now, one minute, sir. Nalin, 1 minute. 1 minute. So before I forget, I would like to say thank you to Christine for her outstanding services. Since the inception of first call that was made to her, and the cremation will be done, you will not realize. She took all the responsibilities on her shoulder. I have never seen such a noble lady who is always ready to help. Her passion to help the family in the difficult time. ગુજરાતીમાં કહું તો ધારો કે આપણા ઘરમાં જો કોઈને જરૂર પડે તો આ બેનને જ બોલાવજો, બિચારી બહુ ભલી ભાઈ છે. તમે જોશો, she was standing here, both of them were standing here all the time. They are always ready to help me. On behalf of Patel family and the entire community, we thank you, Christine, for your outstanding services and help. Thank you, Josh.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I would like to thank you all for being here in memory of Rita Kaki. For those of you who don't know, my name is Shrey, and I am Rita's nephew. Firstly, I'd like to address the amount of support and love that we've gotten the last few days. My dad was telling me about how everyone was stepping in, whether it was sending supporting messages or helping with the funeral process and coming here today. So I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart, my father Nilesh, Nalin Kaka, Tejas, and Ayush. Today is a day for everyone. To me, Kaki was like a second mother, and she was a perfect role model when it came to character. I've never seen someone as selfless, caring, strong, and resilient as her. And one day I hope in the future that I could be just a fraction of what she was. I imagine that many others see Kaki in this way as well. But I don't think that Kaki would have wanted us to mourn today. Instead, we should celebrate the things that she's done in the past and the accomplishments that she's made. Recently, I've been spending a lot of time looking at photo albums to remember all the memories that we've made over the years. And it was extremely difficult to find a picture of Kaki just by herself because she valued family more than anything. And she would always be with family and have them by her side. I think if anything, Kaki's life was a reminder of the importance of family, as she was always happy to be close with others. She spent every moment caring for her 2 sons, and she even took my 2 sisters and me under herself as well. She spent every living moment caring about us, and she would always put our needs before hers. I'm sure that she felt fulfilled leaving this world after knowing that her 2 sons would grow up to become very successful men and have bright futures ahead of them. So in that sense, I'd say she would think that she lived a pretty fulfilling life. Looking back at her life, I'd say that there were 2 main takeaways that I've seen. The first being that family means everything, and that you should spend as much time with family as possible, as that's what Kaki cared about most. Second, it's that life is short, and so we should spend as much time as possible enjoying it. My relationship with Kaki has taught me a lot of things, and most importantly, it's taught me how to become a better son, grandchild, cousin, sibling, and most importantly, nephew. So while Kaki may no longer be with us, I encourage you to share her memories and continue on telling people about what she's done in the past. We miss her a lot, but it's up to us to keep her memories alive. I know she is someplace better, smiling and looking down upon us with a grin. So once again, I thank you, and Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Fred. I'm Tejas. I'm the oldest son of Rita. I just want to first thank everyone for coming. I can't believe how much support we've gotten in the last couple of days. Our family is huge, and we're very appreciative of everyone supporting us throughout these last few days. And my dad says this often. I'll start. You never realize how much you love someone until you lose them, and how much they mean to you. My dad says this very often, and especially when we lost our mom last week. You never realize what kind of gap happens in your family, and the kind of mother that she was and what we lost last week. And that is so true, and definitely the case with my mom. There was not a single person I knew who was as caring, loving, and also kind as her. She was the definition of, to me, she was the definition of what a mother was. She literally put all of her energy into raising myself and also my brother. Literally every single moment of her life. I'll never forget the times when my mom would make sure that both me and Ayush had a cup of milk before going to sleep. Or how long she would drive us to pick us up just from school every single day. Or the times that she would wake up before I did, before going to work, and make me breakfast every morning, just so I could feel satiated before going to work. She literally, and I stress this, she literally did everything in her power to make sure Ayush and I were raised well. She literally did this until she physically could not. She did everything in her power to make our lives the best as possible, and I love my mother for that. In my last conversation with her last week, the night before she passed, I was sitting on her bed and I told her how she was the nicest person I've ever met. And which is true, she was the nicest person I've ever met in my life. And how thankful I was for all the sacrifices she's made throughout our entire lives, just to make sure my brother, I, and my dad would do well throughout our lives. When I told her this, I was surprised, her reply. She said, you know, Teju, I'm sorry we didn't grow up well off, and I didn't give you the best childhood. And that shocked me so much. I was so shocked when she said this. I couldn't think of a single thing she did wrong when she raised us. Not a single thing. Our childhood were, and my brother can agree to this, our childhoods were perfect. She did everything she could to raise us perfectly. She worried about the smallest things, saying how we didn't have much money when we grew up, but I never noticed that a single time in my childhood, and I'm grateful for that. This is all because my mom was so caring and she provided anything and everything for us. Anything and everything. When I say she was the perfect mom and the kindest, most caring person I've ever met, I really mean it. And like Shrey said earlier, she never made her life about herself. She always put other people before her, which is also very true. Everyone can agree to that. And not only was she the kindest, but also she was the most optimistic and positive person I've ever met. Not once during her diagnosis did she ever cry. I really cannot remember a single time when she was crying or I saw her upset. All throughout her life, she was positive, and while she did not have an easy life, she lived it optimistically no matter what. The time I went to the hospital with her during July of this year for one of her treatments, the doctor gave us some very bad news about her diagnosis, and this is an example. And I started breaking down and crying right in that room. I couldn't stop crying because I knew exactly what the doctor said about her diagnosis. Even though the news wasn't good, there was not a single look of sadness on her face. More than anything, she was worried about me, and she was angry that the doctor had told me some bad news. She really did not care about her own self. She always put others' feelings and everything before herself. I just wanted to highlight that, because everything I'm saying is genuine to me, and she genuinely was the kindest person I've ever met. I told her this on our last conversation. And I could not have asked for a better mother. Repeating what I said earlier, and this is kind of what I can take away from this, is you don't realize how much you love someone and how much they mean to you until you lose them. And that is truly the case with my mom. We will all miss her, but I know that she is in a much better place. I love you so much, Mama. Thank you for everything and all the sacrifices you've made for us to get this far. You will always be with us, and I will miss you for as long as I live.
So I'm Ayush, and I'm the younger son of my mom. First of all, like we all said, thank you guys, everyone here, for coming and supporting us. It really means a lot to us. And I just wanted to say a very short few words about my mother. My mom was kind of reserved, but she had such strong characteristics, and it showed every time she spoke. She was patient. She never told a single lie and she gave everyone the benefit of the doubt. She was so patient to the point that in the case that we did argue with her or fight with her, she never snapped back or anything, and she understood and she took our side. In this past year and a half, specifically 19 months, have been very hard for me and my family, and very hard for my mom as well. And she was suffering so much, but we wanted to give her as much support as we can. She meant the absolute world to me, and I'll never have a mom like this in any other future life or anything. And I think that the way she took care of me and my brother made us who we are today. One specific experience in the past few weeks was I was lying in her lap, kind of just reminiscing, and I instantly broke down because I knew that I would never be able to do that again. And I'm gonna miss her so much, and I know that she'll miss us too, but she's in a better place now. But the last thing I just want to say is I want to let our mom's strength live through us, and all of her good features, especially her compassion and sympathy, kind of live through us as we move forward. Once again, thank you guys for coming.
હરિભક્તોમાંથી કોઈકને બે શબ્દો કહેવાય તો આપ જવા આવી જજો પોડિયમ પાસે. તો હવે આપણે ફેમિલી મેમ્બર્સ, આપણા કુટુંબનો કોઈક રિવાજ હોય તમારો સારો લડવાની હોય તો ત્યાં આવીને પહેલાં ફેમિલી મેમ્બર્સ આવો બાજુ. And also very smoothly. We do not want any chaos or anything. एकदम शांति थी बता, systematic.
Jai Sri Krishna. We have a lot of family and friends that are showing their support today. So we are going to ask the immediate family, all of the immediate family, to come forward first. We're going to allow everybody the opportunity to come forward for Darshan. I want to keep the center aisle as open as possible so we don't have any crisscross in front of the live stream. So please do have patience because we have to give everyone the chance to come forward and be able to walk towards the out. So I'm going to have, for those of you that are standing on the right, just wait until we have the immediate family come up first. That way they can assemble here in the back so that everybody can greet them briefly. We ask just to limit the conversation. I know everyone wants to extend their condolences to the family, but we want to give everybody the opportunity and we have limited time here. So just please be patient and we'll get everyone the chance to come forward. So the immediate family, if we can all come forward and assemble in the back.
Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ikave Namaha Ahubhyamutade Namaha Rudra Shiva Tanura Gora Vapakashini Taya Nastanva Shat मया गिरिशन्ता विचाकषिः ज्यामिकुं गिरिशन्तहस्तपिपर्क्षतवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गोंसीः पुरुखं जगत येन वचसा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वविजगय क्षमगो सुमना असत अद्य वोच दधिवक्ता प्रथमो देव्यो विघत जन्मयन्त जातु धान्योदरासि पराशुव असौ जस्ताम्रौ अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः चेन को रुद्रा अभिहितो हिता स्टाक्ष कगुहेड इमहे नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः गोपा अदृशन्नुदहार्जः सदृष्टयो मेडयातिनः नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय जे अस्य सत्त्वानो सन्त करन्नमः जधन्वन् समुभयोरन्योर्जामा ते हस्त इकवः पगाता भगव्यो वप विजयन्दनुः विशल्यो बाणवा उत शन्नस्य जा इकव आभूरस्य निकं गदेः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्वमयं मया परिभूत असो वनो हेतुर्रस्मान् प्रणक्तु विश्वतः विकुतिमस्ते तम्मा धनुष्टबहु सहस्राक्षशते कुते विसेव्य सल्यानां मुखासिवो नः सुमना भव नमस्तकायुधायानन्तकाय कृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदते नमो बाहुव्यान्तमदन्वने मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षितं मानुक्षितं नानो वदेः पितरं मोदमातरमन्नः प्रियास्तन्वो रुद्ररीरिकः ॐ मानस्तोके तनये मानकायुगिमानो गोकुमानो वस्वे कुरीरिकः मानो वीरान्मुद्रभाविनो पदि रहविमन्तः सदविद्वाहवामहे नमो हिरण्यवाहवे सेनान्ये निशाञ्चपतये नमो नमो वृक्षभ्यो हरिकेशाय नाम पतये
नो महिता हिमाग्राय तमसे कपिले जयवीराय प्रवरामहे मतिः शिवो नः सुमना भव विकेन्द्रविनो महिता नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः सहस्राणि सहस्रशो बाह्वोस्तव हेतयः असंख्याता सहस्राणि अस्मिन् तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रीकाहस्तानि भङ्गिनः तीर्थे भुवि विजन्ति पात्रे पुष्पतो धनन्ना नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेभ्यो ये दिव्येकां वरेखमिखवः
दश प्राचीर दश दक्षिणा दश दशीर दशोदे दश स्वाहा येभ्यो नमोऽस्तु देवो मन्त्रुते प्रणयन्तुते यन्ति खम्मन्ति मोदन्तमोदे समे खण्डं भेषमाम्
नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेभ्यो जयन्तर्षेजे खाम्पावकिभवः
देव्यो दश प्राचीर दश दक्षिणा दश दशीर दशोदे दश स्वाहा येभ्यो नमोऽस्तु देवो मन्त्रुते प्रणयन्तुते यन्ति खम्मन्ति मोदन्तमोदे समे खण्डं भेषमाम्
नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेभ्यो जे पृथिव्यां जे कामन्ननिभवः
देव्यो दश प्राचीर दश दक्षिणा दश पतिचे दशोदे दश स्वाहा येभ्यो नमोऽस्तु देवो मन्त्रुते प्रणयन्तुते यन्ति खम्मन्ति मोदन्तमोदे समे खण्डं भेषमाम्
ॐ
भुवः ॐ स्वाहा
ॐ तत्सत्
Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram 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 Jai Jai Ram.
Can we just have everyone step away from the casket for one moment?
Yes.
You're welcome.
तमेव चार्चयन् नित्यं भक्त्या पुरुषं व्ययं ध्यायन्
Rama, Shri 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 Rama. इसके लिए जो इसके लिए अभी उसके लिए कार्य तो और कुछ नहीं होता है कार्य बच्चे just want to show Shri Rama, Shri Rama, Shri Rama, Shri Rama.
Watch your fingers.
Dios. Jangan banyak sir, tuan-tuan sir. Now, counterclockwise 4 times buzzer. Counterclockwise 3 times, 4 times. Sorry. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunvantidi Vestavai Veda Sangha Padakramo Panisadai Gayantiyam Samagam Dhyana Vastita Tadvatena Manasam Pashyantiyam Yogino Yasyatana Viduhu Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Krutva Suduskaram Karma Janata Vapya Janata Mrityukalavasham Natva Naram Panchatva Magatam Dharma Dharma Samayuktam Upamoha Samamrutam Daheyam Sarvatatrani Divyam Lokan Sagachatu Om Dyom Bhu Shanti Rantarikshamo Shanti Prathivi Shanti Rapaha Shanti Ro Hadayaha Shanti Vanaspatayaha Shanti Vishve Devaha Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvatum Shanti 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 Sama Shanti Re Yato Yataha Sami Hase Tato No Abhayam Kuru Skannaha Kuru Prajabhyo Vayannaha Pasubhyaham Om Shanti 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 Bhavatu. गोपाल कृष्ण बोल तो राधे कृष्ण बोल जो बच्चा गोपाल कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण आगे लगे ना वो इतना बच्चे नहीं जाए
If everyone can just step away for a moment. vote.